Okay, this rocking motion and any motion and movement that we do, I'd like you to do it in a controlled fashion. So I'm actually rolling off of the bottoms of the feet and controlling. There's no like sloppy movement here. It's full control. Shoulders stay right on top of the hips. Come through center. Lift your heels up. Now, typically, if the calves are a little bit not as strong as they should be, the heels tend to go out to the side. So try and keep the heels in together as you go up and down. If the heels are just a little bit on the weaker side, and toes up and down. Okay, and then we plant the, what's going on here? Hang on. Okay. Sorry, gang, just a little bit of some pop-ups that are coming up on my screen that I had to get rid of. Okay, lift the shoulders up nice and high. Lift, 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 lift. Take a big breath into your belly, and then lower your shoulders down. Keep the shoulders down. Now, let's just spend a moment or two moving into our breath work. Nice big breath in and big breath out. Take your right hand onto your belly. Take the left hand behind your lower back. And when you're breathing, bypass the chest. So take that big breath in through your nose. Move all the way down to the belly and then through your back. So you're trying to inflate this way when you're breathing. And as always, we are breathing through the nose. I forgot to mention, of course, to blow our nose in case the nose is a little bit stuffy this morning. Okay, so make sure your nose is nice and clear. And then when you breathe in, try and breathe in deeply through your nose, into the hand at the front and into the hand at the back. And just notice what that feels like. Nice big breath in, nice big breath out. So long breaths here, about 4 seconds, 5 seconds in length. And then you're going to bring your hands to your sides. So just underneath the rib cage, underneath your ribs, press in a little bit. And then you're going to breathe and try and press into your hands on the side. So it's a full round, full 360 breath here. Get into a rhythm, just a nice rhythm, just like an ocean wave of breath, and try and stay with that breath for the entire time that we're together if you can. Okay, so nice big breath in and out, 4 to 5 seconds in length for both the inhale and the exhale. Arms come by your side. Again, we're going to lift the shoulders up a little bit, lift up, and then lower down. Okay, we're going to start right at the top. Turn your head to the left. Stretch out the right side of the neck here, so that's the open side. Come back to center, look up to the ceiling, look up, look up, look up, and then look down to the floor. Come back to center, go over to the right side. Go as far as you can go. And then come back to center, go to the left side one more time, drop the ear to the shoulder as you peek up at the ceiling. We're going to do a full head circle into the other direction. All the way down, drag the chin across the chest. Now you want to do this in half speed, so slow. Do it slower than you think you should. Try and find a full range of motion as you turn your head all the way around. We're going to do 3 times one direction and 3 in the other. And when you come through center, we just turn the head to the right side, drop the ear to the shoulder, look up, and we do the head circle in the other direction. And 3 times or so. Nice big circle. And then back to center position. Okay, a little bit more stretch. I need a bit more on my neck this morning. The bed here is comfy, but you know, it's a strange bed, strange pillows, and all that kind of stuff. So I feel it in my neck. When turn the head to the left, take the right arm off to the side. You can make a fist if you like, or even just bring the arm behind you. The idea is to keep the shoulder down. Turn the head to the left. Holding onto the side of the head, I'm just going to tip the head a little bit more and with my hand, give it just that little bit more, not too much on the tension, but certainly more than you could just on your own if you weren't holding your head. Then you look up with that bit of tension, and then you look down and then look through the underarm. Let the tension go as you come back through center. Good stuff. When we switch, left arm out, head goes to the right side. And I'm going to hold on to the head this time and just do that little bit of a tension tug and look straight, then look up, and then look down. And through the underarm. Let the tension go. And back to neutral position. Okay. Arms at your side, please. You're going to lock the elbows so the movement happens from the shoulder, not the elbow. Lift the shoulders all the way up to the earlobes. Send the shoulders to the back of the room, then to your back pocket, and then to your front pocket. So this is the shoulder shrug. It's actually more of a shoulder circle, not a shrug. The shrug would be more up and down. This is more back and around. Now, if you notice, I'm just trying to roll the upper arm through the rib cage with no movement of the rib cage. So it's just through the shoulder socket. No other body movement if possible. So you're trying to really isolate, and we try and do this every single time, isolating the movements. So we have independent body parts working together as a team, but also independently doing their own thing. Okay, back to neutral. Lift up, this time forward, down, and back. Again, if your body's moving around, just try and keep it really still. You guys look really small to me on the screen, so I can't really see what's happening. And so I'm just kind of creating these suggestions of movement based on some typical challenges as we move through this. Okay. And then we'll do a couple of those and let that go. Let's just lift the arms. I got to watch the ceiling fan here so I don't smack the ceiling fan. I'm going to just go back a little bit higher. Let's just do some big circles. Lift overhead, up and down, cross at the front. And keep the elbows locked so the movement is happening through the shoulder. Okay, come up to neutral position here. Bring the hands forward to touch and then open. Yeah, we're trying to not do any flexion or extension in the spine, just arm movement through the shoulder. We are working shoulders today with some weights. So this will open up the space, allow us to move in there with some weights after. Okay, back to that neutral position. Cactus the arms out, press the arms down, and then open up again. And try and watch this movement so that you take the arm all the way down as far as you can go, maybe a little more, and then open up into full range of motion. Go through that shoulder. Open and close. Try not to move the rib cage if possible. Okay, opposite arm. Let's keep the elbows up high. So the tendency here is to drop the elbows a little bit or even lean the body. So stay in neutral position. Drop down, switch from side to side. Side. Ooh, that feels good. I just heard a little pop in the shoulder. And then release and just shake that out for a quick sec. All right, back into now what we're moving. This is the entire shoulder girdle, the shoulder and the shoulder blade in behind us. We want to create a bit of movement there. So wrap your arms around. See if you can hold on to your shoulder blades behind you. And then lift the arms up and down just a bit. So arms go up, elbows essentially go up and down here. As you give yourself that little hug. And then let that go and shake it out. Now let's bring the arms back up into that cactus position. You're going to bring the elbows together, forearms together, and hands together. And this is the position that we're looking for. So keep the hands away from your face. Stay in this position. Keep your elbows locked as you try to lift the arms up. The tendency is for the elbows to separate when the shoulders are a bit tight. So if you're really tight through that shoulder space, just go up a little, come down a little, and the same thing. When you come down, the tendency is for this to happen. So we want to keep everything together, find a range of motion. I start to shake in this position. I'm really tight through the shoulder. So this is actually quite challenging for me to do. It's a very simple movement, but we try and find our own range of motion here to just keep this shoulder space open. Really important. Up and down. And let the arms down. I really feel a lot in my shoulders. Okay, just one more. Take the right arm across your body. Give yourself a little bit of an assist to get that nice stretch. The arm goes across the body here. Nice strong stretch. And release. Do the other side. Left arm up. Go across. See a little dot here? I've got a glucose monitor. I'm tracking my glucose just to see how different foods affect my glucose levels, and it's been really good. I'm also doing the time restricted eating, so I don't eat till roughly about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and my blood glucose levels have been just bang right on the whole time, even when I'm not eating. So really, really good stuff. Okay, one more time. Right side, cross the arm, really stretch it out. Try not to move the upper body, just stay in neutral position. Drag the arm across, little stretch. And one more time, other side, nice big stretch here. And release and let it go. Okay, we're going to move through the spine a little bit. Wrap those arms around you again. Try and grab onto your shoulder blades. Take your feet roughly hip distance or maybe shoulder distance apart. And then we're just going to try and roll a little bit. So as you give yourself a hug, you're going to roll around a bit. And think about making some circles. Control the lower part of the body. So that's our foundation here. So the upper part can just do its thing. And we roll around. No right or wrong way to do this. Just try and find a movement, range of motion, maybe some challenge to the movement as well. So I was going clockwise. Now I'm going to go counterclockwise, other direction. You can make it big, you can make it small, you can really challenge this movement quite a bit. I feel lots of muscle engagement as I do this rotational movement. Okay, and then back to neutral. Good stuff. Bring the hands up behind the head. Now we're going to open up that chest as the elbows go back. Look up, take a big breath, and then you're going to roll forward. Bring the elbow forward. Roll your spine till you get about halfway. Keep your chin tucked into your chest as you come up. Roll up. Open the arms up. Look up. Nice big opening here. And then back again. Back up. Open it up. And again. One more time. Oh, that feels pretty good. And one more time to come up. Okay, as we go down the spine, we're going to move right into the pelvic space right here. Now think about the pelvis like a bowl of water. We're going to create a forward tilt, creating that arch in the lower back, and we dump the water out. And then we're going to tuck back in to hold the water or contain the water. Now we can do this in a position where we bend the knees slightly. So we're going to create that arch in my back, dumping the water out. This is an anterior or forward pelvic tilt. When I exhale, I crunch the abdominal muscles a little bit and then flatten out the lower back. So I'm containing the water now. So you release with the inhale, and when you exhale, you do that little tuck. This is really, really good mobility type work here to create this separation here. Allow the pelvis to move on its own. This is really good, especially if you're golfing. I did a whole series of videos for golfers, and I still do. Later on, I'm going to post a link to my YouTube page, YouTube channel, I guess it is, with a whole bunch of really cool videos on lifestyle, exercise, nutrition, golf, all kinds of really good stuff. I'll post it a little bit later on so you guys can check out my YouTube channel. Okay, a little bit more. I find this really feels good. I do all this stuff, by the way, before I work out and before I swim. Okay, last one, and then release that. Okay, good stuff. Let's stand with the feet a little bit wider. Bring your hands to your hips. Roll side to side again. Control the motion. If you notice, I'm not leaning the upper body. I'm keeping the shoulders right on top of the hips and just control the movement with my core strength. Back to neutral position. I'm going to do some circles. Everything is half speed. We can't fully move into these ranges of motion, the deeper range of motion, if we go too quickly. Okay, so we want to go nice and slow, move this around. And if you're a golfer, this is a great series of movements for our golfing friends. Lubricates the space, moves all kinds of great fluids, body fluids into the hip space, and just kind of lubricates it all. So make sure you hydrate well. Other direction. Okay, good stuff. Okay, let's just lift one leg up and then the other leg up. A little bit of leg movement. And notice if your body's tipping in all these different directions. Try and isolate the leg, just the leg. One leg moves. So even when we're walking up and down, not side to side. For many people, especially as we start to age, we get super tight and you lift a leg and the whole body moves. And this is why we're trying to isolate these movements so that doesn't happen. And that way you keep a very youthful gait when you walk. Okay? Look straight ahead. Focus your vision, your sight, your gaze, your focus of attention into one spot, straight ahead. Okay, now back to that neutral position. We're going to move the leg around a little bit. If balancing is a challenge for you, you may want to have a chair beside you or hold on to a golf club or a stick or something like that. Or if you're close to the wall, you can hold on to the wall as well. Or you will just balance and do the movements with me. Okay, the right leg goes up. And I'm lifting up to about hip height, so the knee's right at around hip height. Lock solid into the left leg. I take the right leg off to the side, I kick back, and then bring the leg forward. So again, the idea is not to lean forward, it's to move the leg as much as you can isolate that leg movement. My foot is also active. If you notice, it's not pointed, it's flexed. So I have full control here over this movement. I try and create the biggest possible circle that I can without moving any other body part and balancing. And if the foot comes down, it comes down. It's okay. Okay, other direction. So from here, the leg goes back, out, and in. And try not to put the foot down if that's possible. Stand tall. Nice big movement. And we'll let that go. Okay, good stuff. Other side, left leg. Left leg goes up, out to the side. Again, reach the leg back, forward, and circle through again. A little pop, pop I'm hearing here on my side. So I want to slow it down, open, open, open as much as I can. Send the leg back. Whoo, juicy into the hip today. One more time. This way, come on up. Now send it back and around the other direction. Again, trying to balance the whole time. Maybe about 5 times or so. One more. One more. Here we go. And down into neutral position. Okay, we're going to move right down into the feet. You're going to lift the right heel up. Crunch your toes under. If this is a little bit newer movement to you, then be very cautious of the amount of pressure you put on. It doesn't have to be too much. Just enough that you feel the toes crunching a little bit, like cracking the knuckles on your hands. So a little bit hold here for about 3-4 seconds. Release, move the toes around, do the other side. One more time on the right. Ooh, a little crunch, crunch on the toes there. And one more time left. And move the toes around, and we'll let that go. Okay, that's it for our slow movements for today. Now we're going to get into 20 minutes of cardio movement. Have a little sip of water. We're going to get our timer on. And for 20 minutes, we're going to get our heart rate up and move with some speed and control, of course. Here we go. I'll turn the music up slightly. And then once you're all set, we're all going to just start to march together for 1 minute to get warmed up. Now, don't use me for speed, gang. As always, I'm not going to go too fast. I'm just going to do the movements as best as I can for about 20 minutes. So various movements. I'll just move my weights out of the way. And we move. Get the arms moving. Start moving the legs. Work your pace to something that feels pretty good but challenging. 1 minute. Boom, boom. Ghostbusters right on. Okay. Next 45 seconds, we're going to walk forward. If you're on a yoga mat, just use your yoga mat. Or if you're just like me, you're going to freestyle it here on the floor. Again, look straight ahead. Create that vertical movement. Up and down, up and down, up and down, not side to side. It's Friday, gang. Weekend's coming up. Hope you've got some nice plans for the weekend. Maybe just relax. And we don't take a break on the weekend. Come back to the recorded programs. Try and do a class, maybe yoga on Sunday as well. Back to center position. Pick up the pace. Again, avoiding this type of movement if possible, straight up and down. Now side to side, feet together, feet together, feet together, feet together. I got lots of room here. So I can go side to side to side, side to side to side to side to side, side to side to side. Arms move, legs move. Trying to keep control as much as possible. Engaging all the muscle groups on the side of the legs here. And back to a neutral position. Just walk it out. Great job, everyone. Arms overhead, big arm circles, elbows straight, arms up, arms down. So let's go. Remember, shoulders today, so we're going to be doing lots of stuff without weight, warming up this whole space, and then we'll get into some weights after. Nice big circles here. Okie dokie, arms down, back reset. 15 seconds to reset, then we'll do another movement. 45 seconds of movement, various movements in the 15-second reset. All right, back to shoulders. Lift the arms out. Little circles, so tiny little circles in one direction as the legs continue to move. Try not to lift the shoulder heads up. Keep the shoulders down. Looking good. Other direction for the circle now, so switch it up. Almost there. Whew, arms getting heavy. Okay, back to reset for 15 seconds. Nice vigorous pace. Whew, feels good. Okay, one leg back, one leg forward. So I'm just going to step to the side. One leg forward, one leg back. And you're bending your knees quite a bit, so the upper body stays level. I'm not leaning, just bending my knees, create the movement. Keep the arms going, legs going. And back to neutral to reset. Let's go. All right, you're gonna bring your hands up to about chest height, hands to chest height. Then you're gonna kick the knee up, same side. Kick, 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 maybe a little bounce. Kick and kick. I'm not leaning forward, I'm kicking up. Try and keep the hands up. So it's a little side crunch. Kick, 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 kick. Woo. Getting hot in here. 10 more seconds. Arms down, reset, 15 seconds. Looking great, everyone. Stay with it now. Okay, I'm going to step forward, but to the side. Bend the knees and clap. Clap behind you. And then the other side. So side. Side to side. Maybe even up. Cycle through. Clap down. Clap up. Ten more seconds. Great job. Okay, back to center, reset. Great job, everyone. Let's go, pick up your pace. Okay, legs go a little bit wider. Keep the legs moving. Start to punch. Punch down. Punch forward. And then punch up. Let's go. Nice vigorous punch here. Don't forget to breathe. Lots of breathing going on here. Whew. Few more seconds. Bring your legs back and let's go to reset. Good stuff. Okay, we're gonna clap underneath the leg now. Clap, 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 and clap. Stand tall, don't lean forward if you can. Kick your legs up. Twenty more seconds. And arms down to reset. Whew, that was a long 20 seconds. Guess what? 10 minutes in the books. We're halfway through. Okay, now is the sweat time. Whew. Okay, take the legs wide, bend your knees, touch the floor, reach up and down, up and down. Bend those knees, look forward. Ten more seconds. Last one. Okay, legs come back, and let's go back to march. Good stuff. Woohoo! Okay, we're going to move into a squat punch. Squat punch. Legs go just a little bit wider. Squat, punch. Squat, punch. Squat, punch. Twenty more seconds. And back to neutral. Okay. Whew. So good. Okay. Nice job. Let's keep that pace going. Hands behind your head. And again, kick, 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 and kick. I'm sweating buckets here. Whew. Ten more seconds. Arms down, reset. I need to stand to go a little faster. Oh, that's going slower. Faster. Now it stopped. Oh my gosh. Okay, heel kicks behind us now. Kick, kick, and kick. Come on, ceiling fan. Whoops. Kick, kick, kick. Twenty more seconds. Heel kick. And arms back down. Good stuff. Let's go. Okay, I'm going to move into right leg forward. Get into a bit of a lunge position, bounce, and then start to punch. Punch up, punch down. Little bouncing. We're going to switch legs in a sec. And now I'm going to switch legs. And back to that full range punch up, punch down. And back to neutral reset. 15 minutes in the books, only 5 minutes left to go. Great job. Okay, take your legs wider, tap the shin, lift the arm, side to side, side to side. A little side lunge with the arm swing. Ten more seconds. Okay, back to neutral. Good stuff. A few more minutes. Let's go. Okay, we're going to do the shin tap. Right hand, left leg. Switch. It's either a step, maybe a little bounce. Pick up the pace so it's a vigorous movement. You should be sweating. All right, arms down. Reset. Good job. Okay, right hand to anywhere on your lower left leg. Try and touch the heel. Other arm goes up. Woohoo, 20 seconds. Oh, this heat is different level here. Whoa, it's really hot in here. I got the air cranked up, the fan is running, and I'm just hot. Arms down. Let's reset. Okay, go to the top of your, or the back of your yoga mat. Walk forward, turn around, walk back, turn around, walk back, turn around, walk back. Keep turning. Try not to look down, no need. Straight ahead. Hey, I'm only looking down because of the clock, so don't mimic me on that one, okay? Back, forth, quickly, maybe even backwards a little bit. Turn around, go back. Back to neutral. Guess what? 1 minute left. That's it. 1 minute. Let's go. Pick up the pace, pick up that pace. When we get to 30 seconds, I'll let you know. And that's when we start to turn it up a little bit more. Pardon me. 30 seconds, starts right now. Let's go again, pick it up, 30 seconds. We can do it together for 30 seconds. When we get to 10 seconds, I'll let you know, then we turbocharge it. Fastest and safest movements for 10 seconds. I'll count it down. Don't stop at 1, not until you hear 0. Ready, set, let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one, and 0. Oh. Great job, everyone. Good stuff. Okay, let me turn that down a little bit. I'll get our program for today. Okay, grab your light weights. We use some light weight. And move into those shoulders right away. Okay, let's see, where are we here? Whew. Sweating, sweating, sweating. I love to sweat. Okay, shoulder smokers for today. You're going to hold on to your weights. We're going to do straight arm extensions. Lift, come back, and then single arm with the palm turning up. Single arm, palm turns up, and then we go back into full arm. Single, single, both. Single, single, and both. Each of these will be for about 45 seconds. Full extension, both. Single, single, both. Good stuff. By the way, gang, if you wanted to, create a little bit more challenge, you can always lift one leg, right? You can always lift one leg. Ten more seconds. Right, left, both. Right, left, both. And a quick break. Okay, quick break. Now we're going to run through these one time. I encourage you to come back a little bit later and do this segment again. You can do it a little bit more for your shoulders and repeat it a few more times. Okay. You're going to bring your weights together. And all we're going to do is lift the arms through the sides. Bring them back. Other side. So it's just a big opening. Out, back, up, and back. Again, you can challenge this if you want to balance. Up and down. Maybe switch legs at some point. Any of these are good. You can even lean forward if you wanted to with a leg up and do the same movement. Makes it a bit more challenging to do. Or one leg back. When you lean forward, then gravity sets in and makes it a little bit more challenging, okay? So versus upright, those are the variables of the movements. One leg up, one leg back, one leg down, lean forward. Any of those challenge this movement quite a bit. And it's just through the arms. There's no rib cage movement or body movement. Open, open, and then open. Nice stuff. Okay, 10 more seconds. And last one. Good stuff. Okay, just have a little sip of water. Great job, everyone. Okay, I believe Arnold Press is next. Okay, cans of paint. Elbows, what are we going to do here? We're going to lift the arms up, keep the weight here at the shoulder, open the arms up, and then press up. Come back, and then close it down. And we can do a bicep curl into this as well. So a bicep curl, open, lift. I'm always so, sorry guys, I'm just so fearful of this cans of paint opening up. Can you imagine? My gosh. Okay, so what do we do? Lift, and then press. Come back, bend, come down. Up, open, and then up. And again, any of those leg movements, if you want to balance, bicep curl, you open and you lift, and then you come back. So these are all additional movements where we can challenge this movement. Hands are not the easiest thing to hold on to. These pink hands. I'm going to switch legs. Bicep curl and then shoulder press. And the idea is that when we do that bicep curl, the elbows are together, then we open and then we lift. A few more seconds. Biceps up, press, and come back. Ten more seconds. Good stuff for the shoulders. Last one. Okay, good stuff. It's going to warm me up for my swimming. Okay, now some of you have done these with me before. Think about the letters in the alphabet. The letter A, the letter Y, and the letter T. We're going to start with the letter A. Have your weights by your side. Legs can just be neutral position. You can also do this with one leg back, one leg forward. You can balance. Yep, you can do any of that stuff. You can also lean forward a little bit if you like. Now, hands are at your side. You're going to bring the weights up to a peak. This will be the letter A. You come down, bring the weights together, peak. And then up and down through this movement for 45 seconds. So we go up, down, up, and down. I am leaning forward a little bit. These weights or the cans are not too heavy, so I want a bit more weight here. I'm leaning forward and then doing the movement. Maybe even a bit of a lunge here as I peak up to that letter A and then down. The weights don't have to be heavy, so challenge the movement. If you're doing this a little bit, if this is a newer type movement, you just don't want to get into a heavy weight here. So sometimes just arm movement, even without a weight, is quite good. Last one. And then down. Okay, that's the letter A where we were going to a peak. Now we're going to, instead of having the hands here at the side, I'm going to bring them to the center. Take the legs a little bit wider. You bend your knees slightly. Now we're going to go to the letter Y. So I'm going to open up and then back. Up and back. 45 seconds. Up, down. Up, down. Great job. Up and down. Twenty more seconds. The letter Y. The legs are wide. You can also bring one leg back and do that. You can also hover with one leg up and do that. Any of those movements are totally fine. 10 more seconds. 5 more seconds. Last one. Whew. I don't know about you guys, but I feel it quite a bit, actually. This is just one round. I'd like you all to do it like 3 rounds at least. Okay, this time, weights again by the side. Any of those leg positions are good. I'm going to take one leg forward and one leg back. I like this. And then I lean forward, bring the weights forward, and then open the arms to the letter T. So you can also be in this position if you like. Lower, lift, lower, lift. Do you want to maybe balance? Lift and lower. Yeah? Lift, lower. One leg back even. Lift, lower. Cross one leg. Lift, lower. Any of these, totally fine. It just challenges the series of movements. Or this neutral position is quite good. Lean forward, get those shoulders back. Now when you lift the weight up, squeeze between your shoulder blades and then lower. Squeeze between the shoulder blades and lower. Lift and squeeze and lower. 10 more seconds, gang. 5 more. 4, 3, 2. Last one, big squeeze between the blades and release and let it go. Great job, everyone. That is our movement practice for today. Wow, good stuff. We almost did the full hour, so bear with me here one quick second while I do our daily attendance. Good job. Whew, nice sweat here, huh? How are the arms, you guys? Arms good? Shoulders good? Awesome. Yeah, it's good stuff for the shoulders. Really, really good. All right, have a fabulous day. I hope to see you in yoga on Sunday. I'll still be here. I'll be teaching from this room on Sunday. Okay. So I hope to see you all. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Enjoy.
Have a great day, everybody.
Sunshine.
Thank you. Have a great day. Yes. I'm looking forward to it. Thank you, gang. Bye-bye.